On behalf of the National Park Service, once again, welcome aboard. Our next stop will be Ellis Island. We are embarking on a journey of great historical significance. Ellis Island was the principal gateway for immigrants arriving into the U.S. between 1892 and 1924. Our current course recalls the voyages of approximately 12 million American immigrants. They passed through these waters on their way to Ellis Island and a new life. By the time they reached New York's busy harbor, they had already spent weeks at sea, usually on the small, overcrowded steerage deck.
I am again getting back into it. Today's story will be Liberty and Ellis Island. I'm going in chronological order here of the events that took place. So it was the last Sunday for us in New Jersey, and we decided that we would go out and do something. Now, I got surprised with going to the islands. It was me, my dad, and two of his friends, Juan and Ruben. Love them both very much. We went to Liberty State Park. We drove there, thank God. No walking, no bus or anything like that, because it would have taken us forever. Though it would have been cool, because to get there, we just would have taken the train to Hoboken and then jumped on the light rail and went to Liberty Island. So it really wouldn't have been too bad, just a little bit long. But we drove there. We drove to Liberty Island State Park, and from there we caught the ferry that took us to Ellis Island first. We went to Ellis Island first. I took a lot of pictures and I think videos, so they will, if they are formatted correctly, they will be at the beginning of the video, which by now y'all would have already seen. Anyway, so we went to Ellis Island first, and I thought it was very beautiful because there's so much history there. And like, I am such a nerd. Like, when you walk in, they have like displays and stuff of like luggage and things that, you know, the immigrants would bring or brought with them, and it's phenomenal, right? But then once you go up to the second floor, it is like the big waiting area. And I was reading some of the, and we went up one more level because that's the balcony that overlooks that big waiting area. And I was reading some of the placards, and like, it was used for hospital, it was used, you know, when people arrive, that's where they go to check in. At one time, I do think it was used as a military base, I think. I don't know, because it's been so damn long already, but it's weird. I'm such a nerd. Like, when I was reading those placards, I would look down at the big waiting area, and it's almost as if I could see each thing happening. Like, I could see the waiting room for the immigrants that arrived. I could see the hospital beds. I could see all that kind of crazy stuff because I'm weird, but I love it. But there's like think it's just 2 floors. No, it's like 3 or 4, and all these rooms that have all kinds of different things. Like they had one that was like the gel. I think it was the gel cell, and like the original walls, or like plates and dining things they use, medical kits that they use, clothing. Like, it's a really beautiful place. Now, the only thing that I think you can only see that building on the island. I don't know what that building's called, but that's where everything was. Of course, Ellis Island is more than just that one building. There's like a whole bunch of buildings, but I think we only had access to that one because it's only one they talked about on the trip, saying go check out this building, or, you know, like no one else wandered anywhere else on the island. But the architecture alone, to see it up close, is so beautiful. It really is. It was a great time. And they had this one that is like my favorite. I did take a picture of it, a picture of video, so that will be at the beginning, or would have rather, since it should be past tense, right? But is a money wall, and they showed all the different currencies from all the other nations in the world that were brought here in exchange, I guess, for American money, and it was great. Like coins, dollars, everything. It was cool. And then from Ellis Island, we was there for about an hour, so let me not quit yet. So right away I went to the gift shop of Ellis Island, because I plan, you know me, I'm gonna get something from both islands. So from Ellis Island, I got a shot glass, and I got my mom an Ellis Island and Statue of Liberty keychain. It's kind of like my keychain. I would show it to you, but it's in the car. But it's a big old style keychain, and it has the Statue of Liberty on one side and Ellis Island on the other, and it spins in the middle, and then on the, you know, the length of the key, it says Liberty Island and Ellis Island. So that was cool, and their gift shop was huge and amazing and beautiful, like everything else. So then we got back on the boat, the ferry, and then we went over to Statue of Liberty. And it's crazy because we thought we could go in it, but to actually go up in the Statue of Liberty, you have to make a reservation 6 months prior to the date you're going to go. 6 months in advance, right? Because they sell just like that. How crazy is that? But we could, you know, obviously walk on the island and walk up to her, but we could not go inside. So then from there, you know, there really wasn't much to do on Liberty Island, obviously, except, you know, see Liberty herself. But we walked to the back, and it's very beautiful, might I. Now the sun's going to come out, so it's going to look dark on this side. So now let me switch. So what the cool thing about Liberty Island is there's so much open space that you can see all of New York, and you can see all of Jersey City. So of course, you know, I'd snap like a ton of photos of that because I love concrete jungles. And we just kind of walked around all the gift shops, and we ate there too. It was expensive. I think 4 burgers and drinks, it was like $50 or over. It was expensive, but it was good. It was good food. And then we walked up to Liberty. Me and my daddy took a selfie there. I'll make sure to post it in here, no matter the quality, because it was great, because he asked for it. It was the sweetest thing, because my dad doesn't ever ask for a selfie. I usually have to force him to take a selfie with me, but he's like, hey, you want to do a selfie? And I'm like, yes. Then we walked up to Liberty. We walked all the way around her, and she's beautiful, of course, just as stunning up close as she is in pictures and movies. And then we went to the gift shop. Yes, we went to the gift shop. Me and Dad got not really matching, but we both got coins, gold coins, and it's beautiful. I took pictures of them, so I will also put them in the video. They have sayings, information, history on the back of each one, and then a different picture on the front, and we got 2 different ones. I think mine is copper / rose gold, whatever, and his is gold, I think. But that's cool. And then he got me a shot glass on Liberty Island, and it's a beautiful one, and I'm so sad. I'm sorry I can't show you either shot glasses, because just like the Stanford wine glass, it is in New Jersey. But when I return, I'll show you all three of them. But I think he bought me the pink one, because they had a pink and a blue one, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a matching set. But they were like pricey, obviously, because it's Liberty Island. So I was like, I like both of these, so you make it meaningful by picking the one you like, and then, you know, we'll go with that. And he did. He picked me out the pink one. He knows I love pink. That blue one was so beautiful though, but he picked me out the pink one because he knows I like pink. And he liked the pink more than the blue, which is weird because his favorite color is blue. But that was our day. I was so tired. I was like lightweight cranky. It was beautiful. I still had a great time, but I was cranky as fuck because we got to Jersey that Thursday. We got to Jersey Thursday around noon. And then we came straight to our place, and then we went and got haircuts, and then we walked to get food, and then we went home. So we were home Thursday evening. And then Friday morning, we went to Stanford, and we went to Connecticut, right? And then we was there all day, and we got back home that night, that Friday night, right? Saturday, for the life of me, I cannot remember what we did Saturday. He can't even remember. I think that was the day I was going to pack. Like, I started walking throughout the entire house and cleaning it up and trying to pack because we thought we was going to move everything back. Thank God we did not. We still have that place up there too. So I think that's what happened. Majority of the day we spent doing that, and then that Saturday night, we went out. Yeah, and then Sunday morning is when we did the islands. So bitch, I was dead. My body was sore, I was tired. It was crazy. Excuse me. But it was amazing. It was. If you ever go to New York or Jersey, you have to check those places out. It's a little pricey. I think it was $80 for 4 tickets. I think something like that. So if you go by yourself, it's not going to be that much, or just you and one other person, whatever, it's still not going to be that much. It is pricey, but it's worth it because you spend as much time as you want on the islands. There's no rush. The ferries are constant. It's like every half hour or something like that. So you can take your time. It's well worth it. The history, the art, I mean, the beauty, it's everything. It is great. And one thing I forgot to mention, so going to the ferry in Liberty State Park, which is in New Jersey, going there, they have these 2 huge towers. I mean, they're not that huge. They're not the size of a skyscraper, but they're huge. And it's actually a 9/11 memorial, and they have all the names of everyone just down in, and it's so peaceful. It's crazy because my daddy pointed it out to me, so I'm like, okay, we have to walk down it. We have to. I think I took videos or pictures of that too. It will also be in the video. So we have to. And the crazy thing about it is right there in the middle of all the havoc that is, you know, 2 concrete jungles side by side, it is so quiet and it is so peaceful. It's astounding. It's sad, it's beautiful, it's lovely, it's heartfelt. So you also have to check that out, but that is on New Jersey's side if you go. So you would have to, you know, hop around if you go from New York. But as always, let me know if you have been or if you plan on going. I like to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. No tea, no shade. I don't care. Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And everyone have a good day. Just so you all know in advance, the next video will be our Cleveland adventure. That's the final one. Okay, we did the Greyhound, I just did Connecticut, now I'm doing the islands, and then Cleveland, and then we are good. Okay, so stay tuned.